and that culture and that skill had an opportunity to actually march together to the top. And Mayor Brown is showing how it's done, with the help, of course, of the Nigerian Canadian community in Brampton, in the GTA, and of course across Canada. And I'm, again, as an African, I'm very proud of that synergy of those developments. But it takes leadership. It takes leadership at the community level, and it definitely takes leadership at the political level. And Mayor Brown, you've been amazing in terms of recognizing that reality, but also leveraging and harnessing it, and creating the framework to benefit from it by creating that framework deep inside City Hall. So thank you for your leadership. It is well noticed by not just the community but beyond. I wanted to really highlight, where is Morris? Morris, I actually went to Nigeria to bring skill and talent back to Canada. So for you to say that, you ended up here, that I'm surprised that you're here, no, that was the whole point of my trip, my friend. That's why I went to Nigeria.
Wait,
to bring you here.
Minister, there was a mistake. You let them do the video when you say, where is Morris? When they have a video, you ask, sir, if I go back to Nigeria, I'll be Minister of Power. Because they want to connect with me when they see the way you are calling me. So I'll go back again, sir. They'll do video, then you start. So take proper video, you'll be like, oh, where is Morris?
Morris, are you there? Yeah? So that was the whole point of the trip. I'm not surprised that you're here.
Oh, Ahmed, you called me.
So the point of the trip, and Mayor Brown mentioned something really important. He didn't just go to Abuja. A lot of folks go to Nigeria, they have political meetings in Abuja, and they come back and they say, I visited Nigeria. But I made it a point, like you, to not only visit Abuja, but to go to Lagos. Because it's important, again, for Canadians to know what's happening on the ground in Nigeria, in the technology sector, in arts and culture, Nollywood, making sure that, we harness that creative energy to create jobs and opportunities and prosperity for both countries. And I can tell you, our government recognizes that, and that's why we have a binational commission between Canada and Nigeria. It's the only country in Africa that Canada has that commission, where every 6 months we meet across different ministries to determine how to move the relationship forward. It speaks again to the recognition by our government, and not the previous governments, but by our government, on the importance of Nigeria, not only in Africa, but to the future prosperity of Canada. We are a trading nation. We have to build bridges, not walls. And one of the ways to do that is to think beyond North America, to think beyond Europe, but to also look at emerging markets like Nigeria, and to harness partnerships that are available that can be a win-win for both peoples. Again, in infrastructure, in energy, making sure that the ICT sector, the healthcare sector, and so on, that we can, again, harness the two-way relationship to make sure that it's beneficial for both our peoples. Locally, I'm very, very excited that you have Shafkat Ali now as your newly minted MP-elect for Brampton Centre. I say that because, politics is about public service. It's about making sure that you wake up every morning to think about how you can better the people that have put their trust in you to send you to represent them in Ottawa. And I have absolutely no doubt that Shafkat Ali is exactly that kind of person. Why do I say that? I say that because I know him. I've seen him lead on so many fronts. And I'm actually excited that now he gets the opportunity to be in Parliament, to really be your voice, your strong voice, and your champion in Ottawa. And I'm excited to work with him, ladies and gentlemen. And I think in many ways we have much better days ahead. So once again, congratulations to the community for contributing to Canada. Nigerian Canadians have do and will continue to make amazing contributions in all sectors of Canadian society. And you are one of the examples of the power of immigration to transform our country, to make us an even stronger country. When people ask me, why did you go to Nigeria in 2018? It's precisely because of that. Because I recognize the importance of making sure that Nigerians have access to our skills, our skilled immigration programs, that Nigerian students have a fair chance at attending our world-leading educational institutions. We need them. We need them not only to come and study, Maurice, but we need them to stay, right? We need them to stay, and we're the first Canadian government to actually say that. You know, in the past, the idea was come and study and then leave as quickly as you can. We're the first government, the Trudeau Liberal government, is the first government that says, we want you to come and study in our schools, and we want as many of you to stay as possible. We know some of them will go back, but we recognize the power of circular migration. And immigration is a force for good around the world. It is beneficial to the source country, it's beneficial to the host community, it is beneficial to human beings all over the world. And that's why, in many ways, if you look at Canada, if you look at this room, you'll see the world, right, reflected here. And so, congratulations on the 61st anniversary of the independence of Nigeria. I can tell you there isn't many countries in which a politician actually celebrates another country's Independence Day with that diaspora without any contradiction in celebrating Canada. That's the kind of country that we have together. Let's make it stronger. Merci beaucoup tout le monde.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Please, a round of applause for him one more time. Let's celebrate him. Wow. When he came the last time, he was the Minister of Immigration, and they sent me to come and confirm. Now, he's the Minister of Families, Children, and Social Development. So, sir, we need to send people come again to come and thank you. Oh, we need to send family to come and thank you. Please, a round of applause. Let's celebrate him. Let's celebrate Honorable Minister Ahmed Hussein. So, ladies and gentlemen,
pleased that we are going to be going back to Nigeria in a couple of weeks, but we're going to be doing it virtually for now. So we are doing a virtual FDI mission to Nigeria on the 15th of November and on the 23rd of November. And I really want you to take a serious look at what development looks like, what opportunities look like. Councillor Williams was extremely clear. There's so many opportunities for Black people in Canada. We need not be afraid. We have to be courageous, and we have to be able to use the opportunities like how every other ethnic group who have come to Canada and they've been successful. And that is what we're going to do. We understand that we need to work as a collective. We understand the spirit of our people. And we understand that if we only harness that collaboration, the things that we can accomplish. So I'm going to invite you guys to participate, spread the word, talk about it with the colleagues at home. But one of the things that we at the City of Brampton are very, very confident and sure of is that the work that we do has to also be led and guided by you. And we know that the authenticity that you bring as living the Brampton GTA Ontario experience can speak to that. And I've been very fortunate. 2 weeks ago, I did an event with an immigration firm in Nigeria to help attract startups. And there are three people in the room that were on the call, and 2 are Nigerian businesses in Brampton. Do you mind standing up, Miriam? Miriam was one of the people that were on the call, and she spoke about her journey from Nigeria to the City of Brampton. And I also see my favorite baker. So I had some white bread and butter just now before I came here, so I am full. But our friend, our Nigerian baker was there as well. But they really spoke to what the journey path is like and how it can be accomplished, because we need not be afraid. Our ancestors, as Councillor Williams says, we have a legacy of working hard, doing well, and achieving our goals. And I know collectively, if you guys really want to make a difference and you really want to be able to develop and take a piece of what really we are entitled to because we work hard, is by really looking at this process. So for anybody that's interested in speaking to me a little bit more about our startup visa process through our incubator at Beehive, Mayor Brown had mentioned that we will be welcoming 3 Nigerian fintech companies into our Beehive through the startup visa program, and they are due to enter Brampton at the end of November. So already we've achieved some great successes, and we look forward to so many more. But again, I encourage the collaboration, our kinship, and our friendship, and we are looking forward to having so many other Nigerian success stories. Because what we're doing in our municipality is a first, but we are doing it right. And this is going to be something that will be replicated across Canada. And you can be proud that you were a part of this journey process where we're really celebrating our people, our economy, and our ability to really show people who we are as Black Canadians. So again, happy independence, and thank you so much. So how come you didn't ask me to talk to you? Like, you don't need me on video? So let's have a conversation. Where's the video? So what are you going to tell me?
No, we'll just be talking as if we are talking. So
you don't think I would make a really good comedic co-host? So what are we going to talk about? So who's in the second bedroom at your house? Huh? Uh-oh, I don't want to cause any problems. Have a good night, everybody.
thank you very much. Wow. Okay, table 6. So the nation of salvation is free, but they still the right Bible. My boss, because I greet you, because I know you can leave me alone and leave me alone. No. What's happening? Really good. Talking of no other person than now we voted him, we should know him. Talking of Honorable Shafqat Ali, please help me jam your hands together for him. Newly elected. Don't stop clapping until he gets here. We've elected you. This way, so talk to me too, they will take video. So that when you become the next Prime Minister, they will say, I know you too.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful evening. As you know, my name is Shafqat Ali. I'm a newly elected Member of Parliament for Brampton Centre. It's an honor to be here to celebrate 61st Independence Day of Nigeria. Thank you, Aiken, for inviting me. Aiken is the gentleman I have known during my campaign. He is a very hardworking and genuine person, and I truly appreciate your support, Aiken. Thank you for the opportunity. And I also would like to thank you all for voting and supporting for the Liberal Party and for myself. I truly appreciate it. Minister Hussain, he is my friend, he is my mentor, and he actually came out for the door knocking in this campaign. You know, I seek advice from him, and I'm happy that he will be there to guide me
through this new journey. Thank you, Minister, for your support. Mayor Brown, he's not here. We've been friends for so long, and he's been a very progressive mayor Brampton has, and I'm confident that we can work together to make a real difference for the city of Brampton with the support of Mayor Brown. Thank you, Mayor Brown, for your contribution. You know, Minister Sen talked about Canada's inclusiveness and multiculturalism, and Mayor Brown. I would like to share my personal story with you to inspire, I may be able to inspire some youngsters. You know, I'm someone who was raised by a single mom. My father passed away when I was 10. And my young age, I came here and have gone through the struggle everyone goes through. But one thing I had in mind, that Canada is a country who's so beautiful, who has given me identity, who has given me respect, who has given me equality, and there's so much potential, and I always wanted to contribute some of my time to give back to the community. And Liberal Party, being involved in the party as a volunteer, for 20 years of journey, I am standing before you as an elected member of Parliament. So that is the beauty of Canada. You have the opportunities. It's up to you how much effort you want to put in and how much far you want to go. So there is a potential. I would encourage you. Public service is for me, it's a passion. It's a beautiful thing. So get involved, get engaged, and try to make a difference. And again, I thank you for your time, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Minister will be leaving now. If you want to have a picture with him, please go. If you want to have a picture with him, make sure you have a picture with him. Banks accept it for loan. You want to take a loan and you can present your picture. I have a picture with the Honorable Minister. First thing on Monday morning, I'm going to CIBC Bank. That's, if you can see me with the Minister, what other proof do you need? So at this point, I want to welcome Dr. Olumide Oyefesa. He has something to say. And Honorable Minister, we have Nigerian food. If you want to try some, you want to try some eba and egusi soup, we have it. Please welcome Dr. Olumide for me. Dr. Olumide, also clapping on the video, sir.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I am not a minister, I'm not special. I think the only thing special about me is that I'm married to my wife. She told me to say that. It's a pleasure to have you all here. And I want to say, I would like us to give a big round of applause to the organizers of Fuzion Banquets, Fumi Okumade and Akiodun, who put this together. A round of applause for them. I know the Honorable Minister is getting flashing lights in his face, and I hope he can hear me. The remarks by him and Mayor Patrick Baum were quite heartwarming. I think it speaks to the quality of their leadership and the value they place on diversity, and also the appreciation that they have for Nigeria. I believe the Nigerian diaspora has been perhaps the greatest asset the world has ever seen, in the sense that those who know Nigeria will say that Nigeria exports oil. But really, in true nature, in true fact, our greatest export is people. And the people that we export are essentially expatriates, and we add value wherever we go, in spite of some of the negative press we receive. But I want to encourage us as a group to really imbibe the atmosphere and the warm relationship that we have with them, and of course the value that they have ascribed to us, and the understanding of our contributions to the society. And it's truly important for us to be sensitive to the importance of community. Oftentimes as Nigerians, we are individually brilliant, but I believe there's a level of communal, collective brilliance that we should aspire to as we traverse these lands. Most of you will be very, what's the word? You might have heard the expression, it says, once you go black, you can't go back. I heard the mayor say when he went to Nigeria, he could not help but to go back. So that there's something special, a special quality about who we are as a people. And we're familiar with the expression of brain drain. And over the years, we spoke about how Nigerians living has constituted brain drain. But the reality is that at this point, based on the resources available to us, based on our presence in this land, I want to encourage all of us to realize that we have a responsibility to bring the best of the world back to Nigeria. And with the help of people like the minister and other well-meaning people in Canada, we become a tool for what I will call a facilitated brain game for Nigeria. And tonight is not for speeches. We're going to have fun. I hope you brought your dancing shoes. DJ Fresh is here. There's good food here. Please eat, get the calories in so that we can sweat on the dance floor. Thank you so much.
I was getting into it. I'm like paying attention and listening. Hi everyone, how are you guys doing tonight? I'm Charmaine Williams, a city councillor in Brampton. I'm the first black woman elected to Brampton City Council. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm so very thankful for this journey and the opportunity to serve the community. Before becoming elected, I was in children's mental health almost 20 years, serving the community in a very intimate way, going into the homes of families who were struggling socially, emotionally, and providing guidance. And I loved that job. But I got involved in politics because, you know, our system is the overarching governing body that helps determine success for people. And in order to ensure everyone has the opportunities for success, you've got to make sure your system is running well. So that's the reason why I got involved in politics. But I got a big kick in the butt to get into politics. When my life took an interesting turn, I had my 5th baby, Malcolm, and he just celebrated his 4th birthday last Thursday. Yeah, 4 years old. I'm like, finally, I can sleep in a bit. He can get his own cereal, the last one. The oldest is 17, so I've been doing this parenting thing for a while. I'm blessed. But 6 days after having him, I suffered a massive brain hemorrhage. And that brain hemorrhage left me in the ICU for a number of days. I was unable to walk, I couldn't talk. And with a lot of prayer, strength and determination, and family who are so supportive, I was able to get back on my feet and recover. So when you're in the hospital or when you're faced with something major and traumatic like that, it makes you really assess your life. And that's what I did. I had quite a few nights in the hospital by myself, quiet, thinking about all of the things that I stopped myself from doing because of fear of what people would think, the outcome, all of that stuff. But then I had to remind myself, listen, I come from immigrant parents, parents that took a risk, leaving Jamaica, going to England, and then coming to Canada, and starting a life, a legacy of people who took risks. That's who we are as immigrants. And we come to Canada where we have the opportunity. There's nothing that says you can't accomplish something here in Canada. There's nothing that says that. Sometimes we put up our own barriers, or we believe the hype, believe that the system isn't made for us, but that's not true. It is absolutely made for each and every one of us. Political, economic, you name it. That drive, that determination, it's in me. And so when I got back on my feet, we were coming up close to the 2018 election, and a friend of mine in politics was like, you really should think about doing it. And I said, you know what? I almost died. I might not have been here. I'm not going to squander this opportunity. So I ran, knowing absolutely nothing about politics and what this was going to mean. But I went for it, and I registered. I had good people around me. I knocked on so many doors, talked about the issues that were important to Brantonians, and on October 22nd, I won the election, making history. It's crazy. But that journey has led me to so many other exciting things. I went to Nigeria twice, being a counselor, and that was fantastic. So one of my favorite memories was being in Lagos and seeing this statue. I can't remember where it was. I think it's in the grounds where the governor is. And this statue of this majestic man holding this drum. And you guys remember the name of the drum, because I don't, but it has this long stick that's kind of curved. What's it called? Congo? Okay, I'm not going to butcher that. But it's a beautiful drum, and I'm like, this is such a perfect representation of our spirit, that drum beat. And when we went to visit the Uni of Efe, the drums were constantly going, and it was so moving. It really moved me on a level, emotional level, because I'm like, this is who we are. The power, the royalty. I'm like, we need our kids to see this, to learn about this. And I say we need to see this here in Canada because so many of us are immigrants from the Caribbean. And you know what that means? We're your cousins. We are the ones that were stolen from home, brought to a different country, and forced to grow wealth and live in a foreign lands that aren't our own. So I can say this confidently that yes, we're cousins because we did our DNA in my family, and I'm like 37% Nigerian. So I'm like, this is so, there we go, this is so cool. So when I went to Nigeria, I'm like, wow, I feel that energy. And it was crazy because I'm watching people, because I do that. I like to look at people and watch people. And I'm seeing people that look like family members in Jamaica. And I'm like, wow, this looks like I could be in Jamaica and I'm in Nigeria. So I'm like, we gotta talk about this so that our kids here can see that there's such a strong connection to Africa. And so I feel so proud because being in this position before becoming elected, Brampton City, they didn't do anything with the African Caribbean community. you know, we celebrated, but there was this narrative that black people don't vote, so let's not engage them in the political process. So we really didn't have a stake in City Hall. But the facts are 95% of the black African Caribbean people in the city of Brampton pay taxes. We own our own homes. We're not just guests. We have a commitment to the city, and we've been building the city of Brampton since the late 60s. So why aren't we more represented? Right? I'm one of 3 black people. There were 2 black men on Brampton Council in the whole history of council. Right? I see some people shaking their heads. Yeah, I know. So we got to change that. I may be the first, but I'm not going to be the last.